How to Improve Happiness. Hello champion, I'm Dr. Meghana Dikshit, author of You Matter, and I'm so happy to welcome you to our channel. Here we explore the mind and brain, share success secrets, heal past wounds and prepare for a bright future. If you are new, don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell. And to all our returning viewers, a warm welcome back. If you are ready to dive into the incredible world of brain potential, type dive in the chat box right now. So, how to improve happiness? Once upon a time, in a faraway land, there lived a young man. He wanted to learn the secret of happiness. He travels far and wide but does not get the answer. Finally, he arrives at a palace. He finds huge chandeliers lit, walls adorned with beautiful painting, tables laden with the choicest of foods and wine. He catches hold of a person and asks him whether he knows the secret of happiness. The man shrugs his shoulders and tells him to meet the wise man. The young man goes in search of the wise man, meets him and asks, "Hey wise man, tell me the secret of happiness." The wise man looks at his young man and says, "I don't know the secret of happiness, but you can do one thing. Now that you are here, why don't you just go around this palace, but hold this spoon of oil." The young man goes around and returns after an hour. The wise man asks him, "Did you enjoy?" The young man pouts and says, "I could not enjoy as I was watching the spoon of oil." The wise man says, "No matter. Go again and enjoy." The young man once again goes around the palace and returns after 2 hours. He tells the wise man, "I enjoyed everything, but I realized that the oil had all spilled off." The wise man looks at the young man and says, "This is the secret of happiness. Appreciate everything that the world has to offer, but never forget the spoonful of oil." What a beautiful thought, right? Let us explore this further. Are you ready to explore? Type explore in the chat box. March 20th is celebrated as International Happiness Day. It was declared as such by United Nations in 2014. Are you aware that there is a happiness quotient index and Bhutan is considered a pioneer in valuing happiness more than economic development? If the people are happy, then economic progress and development automatically follows, it is believed. Interesting enough, India ranks 126th out of the 143 countries evaluated. The happiness quotient is evaluated based on the social and emotional aspects of a population. If you search online, you will find various websites offering different level courses on improving happiness. Before we delve deeper into understanding how to improve happiness, let's first understand what do you mean by happiness. Dictionary meaning says, happiness is typically that emotional state characterized by feelings of joy, satisfaction, contentment, and fulfillment. Our entire focus on life is to be happy. From childhood, we are told to study hard so that we will get good grades, good college, good job, settle well so that we can be happy for the rest of our lives. There's a saying, money cannot buy happiness. But a person who does not have money, they will say money definitely buys happiness. So happiness is very relative and very personal. Vedanta philosophy says happiness does not lie outside the person, but is within the person. It is the very nature of man. Wow, isn't that something? Happiness is our nature. Have you observed a newborn baby? It's always gurgling by itself. When it is hungry, just cries out, someone feeds it. Does not matter who that person giving the food is. Once its stomach is full, starts to play and gurgle again. What happens to that same baby when it grows into a toddler? It begins to identify what is mine and what is others. This separation starts to bring in the fear and dissatisfaction. From here on begins the journey to seek happiness. There are two main components to being happy: our emotions how we manage our emotions and our satisfaction. That is how satisfied we are in all areas of our life. So what are some of the key signs of happiness? When you feel you're living the life that you wanted to live, when you're willing to take life as it comes and be in the flow state, when you're generally satisfied with life, when you feel more positive in your mental state than negative, when you treat yourself with kindness, when you feel you have a purpose and meaning to your life, when you want to share what you have with others, your next question will be, how do we match up to these signs? So get your pen and paper ready and let's dive deep. Letting go of the negative thinking. We are naturally wired for negative bias. Our mind is forever thinking of the worst case scenarios. The first step is to drop the negative thinking. I have found the best way is to regularly journal. I daily write for 10 to 15 minutes all that comes to my mind. I do not stop and judge whether it's right or wrong, good or bad. I just write. Once 10 minutes are up, I close the journal. I never read back what I have written. This way, I know that all the chatter in my mind, I put down into the journal. Second is practicing gratitude. One of the first things I tell all my students is to begin practice gratitude. There was a time when I felt what was there in my life to be grateful for. But now I know otherwise. Daily morning when I open my eyes and I realize I'm alive, I pay gratitude. From there it starts. Grateful for the comfortable bed, good sleep, breath of fresh air, running water, the list is endless. The more I practice gratitude, the less are my complaints. Less of the complaints, more the satisfaction. It's essential that we get daily a minimum of 30 minutes of exercise at least 5 days in a week. A good exercise brings down cortisol levels and releases happy hormones in our body. Maintaining a good healthy diet is also very crucial. It may not be fancy, but simple home-cooked meal which is balanced, has enough protein, carbs, fibers and fats. I remember a few years back, I had gone on a dieting spree, and those days I would be so cranky and irritated all the time. Getting enough amount of nutrients in our body is very essential to improving happiness. Fourth, go slow. Everything is at the flick of the finger. It's a fast-paced life. Allotting a day in the week to go slow is very crucial. Start from the time you wake up. Normally, the moment you open your eyes, you would want to get out of the bed and get into the routine. But on this slow day, go slow. Lie in bed. Just lying there listening to your heartbeat. When you go for the walk, savor the walk. Look around. Smell the flowers. Smile at strangers. When you eat your food, relish each morsel. Cultivate strong relationships. Having positive and supportive connections with people you care about can provide a buffer against stress, improve your health, and help you become a happier person. Go that extra mile. Keep aside your ego. Ask yourself, will this really matter 5 years from now? If the answer is no, then walk that extra mile to mend the relationship. Every night before you go to sleep, ask yourself 4 questions. Have I loved more today? Have I laughed more today? Have I lived more today? And have I learned more today? Believe me, when you ask these 4 questions to yourself daily, the answers that you get from yourself will set your direction for life. Prepare a daily to-be list. Yes, you heard me right. To-be list. How do you want to be for the day? How do you want to show up in the world? Joyous, confident, at ease, at peace, fun-loving. Whatever way you want to be, just make a list. You're giving the direction to your mind. Make it a habit. Your mind will begin to walk in that direction. Practice these tips that I have given here daily. Tell me which one is favorite of yours and put it in the chat box. I guarantee you, you'll have improved your happiness quotient in just 30 days' time. If this video was helpful, share it with your friends and family. And if you need more help from me to be happier in your life, then there are 2 links in the caption. First is to register for my live seminar to train your brain to achieve all your goals. And second, you can purchase my book, You Matter, through the link and start your personal growth journey with me. Until then, next time.